Welcome back to Think Capital. In today's session, we're going to be breaking down the journey of a trader, Abdul. Abdul is a funded trader who recently leveled up in a big way. This goes beyond numbers. We are uncovering the strategy and the mental shift behind the success. If you want to improve your trading and control risk like a pro, definitely this is one interview you need to watch. So, let's dive in. Thanks for joining me today. Could you please introduce yourself, tell us where you are joining from, and also a little bit about your trading journey?
Well, my name is Abdul and I'm from Pakistan. So I've been trading for the last 3 years. So I'm working on this for last 3 years and trying to get better in this field.
Nice. So you said you've been trading for 3 years. Was it like your friend, that introduced you to trading, or you saw it online?
One of my friend who introduced me in trading when I was in my 12th grade. So he was trading like buy and sell, and he showed to me that he can trade and make money like this. And I was totally amazed that how he can make like this kind of money, quick money. So I started to learn about this, and now I'm doing great in this.
Nice. So what was that thing that made you think, I want to do this? I like the idea. This is what I like about it that makes me want to do this.
So when he first showed me that you can make like quick money and just press buy and you can make this type of dollars, and yeah. So I am totally amazed that this is something that really different. Every other person is making money from freelancing and this type of thing. I like it very much, and I know that I have to find the edge in this field. So I am totally passionate about this, that I can make in this field and choose this as a career.
Fantastic. Okay, so I want to take you back a little bit. I want us to talk about your early struggles, right? So when you were starting to trade, right, what was like some of the biggest challenges you face?
So when I first started, I am using Docker's Bitcoin. I am depositing small amount like $50, $100 I install it. So I am about to investment and blowing it up. After almost 1.5 years, I get to know about the funded accounts and challenges. So I started purchasing challenges. I blown almost 3 to 4 accounts in the beginning. So I am trading them with very small risk, trading them for months. So I am blowing them, buying again, blowing them. So when I reached that one funded account and got there, which from there it achieved to me. That I can also do this and make money with trading. Before that, I was losing all money. Almost I lost thousands of dollars in the beginning.
Okay, so what would you say was like the challenges? Was it risk management? Was it the strategy? What was the major issue why you were losing those accounts?
So basically, I think major issue was the strategy and the risk. So I am risking a very small amount in the challenges and trying to pass them weeks, months, and going in drawdown, back in profits, going again drawdown, back in profits. So I am in this loop, stuck in that loop. So now I find my edge, and I convince myself that I will stick to one strategy and one pair. So there I started started getting some growth and started getting some results.
Your starting is clean compared to how some other people started. A lot of people just start with big expectations, right? And based on what you said you started and you were not risking too much, right? And I feel like a lot of new traders, when they come into trading, they want to make quick money.
Yes.
They're just throwing all the money in and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, while you were facing those challenges, what is that thing that actually kept you? What kept you and say, okay, I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to continue to do it till like finally become profitable.
So I was basically trying to pass the funded accounts, and many times I think about that I should quit, or this is not the right thing and this is a scam. So, but I kept on buying challenges, and I kept on trying those small, very little, small gains on very small. So it kept consistent, and I am basically making myself a consistent trader. Making myself more consistent, and I'm making small profits, and booking all the profits and closing there with one trade, two trade. So it kept me consistent, and then I passed my first trading account and get a payout. So this time where it clicked to me that I can make it, and I can make it better.
Fantastic. What's one truth about trading that beginners usually learn the hard way?
Okay, for beginners, I would say that when I was very I took also mental and my friends told me to quit trading, and they asked me to that this is a scam, you don't have to work on it. So beginners can mainly face challenges like capital problem and this type of challenges. So I want to urge beginners to work on their discipline and to work on their risk management. So that's how they can overcome in this.
Fantastic. So I want us to move a little bit to your trading strategy. If you're going to explain it to someone who is just starting to trade, how would you explain your trading strategy?
So when the person is not uh, know much about trading, and in trading, less is more for you. Basically, when you do more in more strategies and more concepts, your mind is totally collapsed, and you are passing by from one strategy, sell from another strategy, and you are not disciplined at all. You are using multiple strategies at the same time. So when you use one strategy and to other traders, how should I explain them that I am using this strategy? I am basically using the simple liquidity concepts and my program rebuffs my strategy. So I basically use the liquidity and program rebuff. So after this, I can take my information, then enter into a trade, put SL and TP, and just like
Okay. So I wanted to know if you kind of like have like A plus setup, B plus setup. Do you have something like that in your strategy?
so basically, when I am entering the trade, I can see my confirmations before entering. So when it is a good confirmation, that's like it is a A plus setup from. So I am entering with a bit high risk in that trade. When it is a low probability setup, like not my full confirmation, like A plus setup. So I am risking less amount, and this for to this I can manage this my properly, and the third is it hit TP, that's good for me. It should south up, that's good for me. I learn from it and move on to the next.
Ah, fantastic. So what's your take on, some people believe that when you have a trade, you should manage the trade. Maybe when you move 1 to 1 or 1 to 2, you're moving your stop loss, or maybe you're closing partial profit. Do you believe in something like that, or you are just the type of guy who, when you enter a trade, you just let it eat stop loss or eat take profit?
No. Basically, I placed my SL and TP, but then it hit at a point where I have to know that I placed my when it get inner liquidity gets left, I placed my SL to break even. Whether it's 1 to 1 hour, when whether it's 1 is to 0.5 or in profit. So basically, I placed my SO to break even when it hits that break even point for me. So after that, I used to let it run to my take profit or break even.
Fantastic. What session do you trade the most? Do you trade the London session or the New York session or Asia?
Well, I just basically showed the New York session, 9:30 open, yeah, and almost I paid for 1 hour or 1.5 hours. And if I find my setups, so I'm meeting if I do not find anything, my setup, I'm not into.
Ah, fantastic. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your risk management because I know that risk management is one of important thing, that successful traders actually get right? So, how do you personally think, you know, about risk management when entering a trade?
So personally, with my strategy and with my trading style, on challenge session, I risk a bit high. I risk 2.5%, 3% on one single trade. So basically, I try to pass challenges as quickly as possible. So on after funded, I have failed get funded. So I am risking my risking the less like 1% or 0.5%, or one next 1.5%, not higher than this size.
Fantastic. So, do you have like a fixed risk to reward or you're flexible with it?
Yeah, basically, my risk to reward, minimum risk to reward is 1:1, and I go for maximum 1:2, 2.5. Not, I don't go higher than this. Basically, I work on my win rate rather than my risk to reward.
Fantastic. Okay. So I wanted to ask, like, what changed mentally when you started trading funded accounts?
So the change I made was basically 1 to 2 trade a day. So I am taking a lot of trades back then when I'm trading my personal account. I am taking 10 trades from 2 trades a day, like blowing them and making profits. So when I'll get my strategy and I know that this strategy is profitable and this is working. So I started to work on my discipline. I am basically taking 2 trades a day, and whether if it is a TP, I am closing the day. If it is a break even, I am taking one more trade if I can get some confirmation or if my bias is correct. So I am taking another trade if that is SLOT, I'm closing the day. So that's how I improved my discipline and I improved my results.
Fantastic. So, is there any like a psychological shift for you? Maybe when you get your payout, was there like the feeling of, oh, I can actually do this to make money, right? Because I'm getting paid now, Does anything like that happen to you when you got your first
No,
payout?
yes, when I got my first payout, I am very excited and I am totally amazed that I can make it. And after that, I got a bit overconfident. Overconfident kills you. So I was not aware of this. So I am taking that I am now profitable and I can make a profit with the option. So I blow that account in 1 month after taking from payout from it. So now then I am making again buying accounts and selling them, buying accounts, selling them. For almost 6 months, I have not an payout after that payout. So I am thinking that if I had made £1, so I can make it another. So I am buying accounts and trying again. Now working on discipline again because I am risking a lot and overconfidence. Uh, so I'm making mistakes. So I worked on it, and now 2026 so far going very good. From
How do you stay disciplined and avoid emotional trading? I know based on what you said, sometimes you can overtrade, you can lose some certain amount. And I also understand that no matter how it is, as a trader, there's going to be that moment in your trading career where you are going to have this, maybe like a massive drawdown. If you have had that moment before in your trading career, how were you able to like manage it and also control your emotion?
So now, basically, after that 6 months, they have taught me a lot that you have to be disciplined and you have not to be overconfident, no matter how much payout you get and how much funding you have. So you don't have to be overconfident. You have to stick to your risk management, and you have to just stick to your discipline, like you were before that payout. So I learned this from my mistakes, and I am working more on this because I think there is uh, always a space to work on this in this field. You are always learning something.
Mm. So let me ask you, Abdul, if you can see yourself when you started trading and you can give yourself one advice, what would be like your biggest advice that you will give to yourself?
So my biggest advice would be that you should stick to one strategy and one discipline. Basically, it's all about discipline.
Mm.
You have to buy to two trades a day and stick to one strategy. No matter what happens, what market conditions are there, stick to one strategy and work on it. Work on it, forward test it. You will probably see result in this.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about Think Capital a little bit. What made you choose Think Capital over other pro firms?
So basically, Think Capital, I got account from Think Capital, and I got a giveaway account basically from Think Capital. So I thought that let's try Think Capital. I have heard a lot about them. So I started trading on selling accounts, like trading my other accounts. So I am basically trying that how they work. So I get funded. When I get funded, I got that let's try for some payout. And when I made some profit and I got that 2% maybe I made my first profit on this account. So let's wait for the payout, how they process it and how they when I requested payout and finally it got approved. So I am totally excited and amazed that it is a very good firm, and the payout landed in my wallet after 1 to 2 days after success after it get processed. So I am very excited and I am very impressed by the Think Capital services that they are generally being payouts and generally it's a good for traders.
Good. So is there anything about our platform that you will say, okay, this is something I really like the most? We have Think Trader, where you can check everything about trading in one platform. Think Trader, you can check economic calendar, you can even check market sentiment, pair sentiment, and also you can easily trail your stop loss even when your phone is off, and it will still be respected. We have all this, and also Traders Gym, which means you can backtest your strategy for free. And also we have trading directly on TradingView, where you can just place your trade. We also have MT5, also our customer care representative. So what is that one thing that you really love the most about Think Capital? You say, okay, this particular stuff, I really love it.
So basically, the best thing I like about the Think Capital is the platform. It works very smooth. I built other platform, the Amplified Seeker, but the Think platform is very great, and you can easily place stop loss or SL on the point. And other thing is the dashboard. The trader dashboard got very clean and very nice. I can see my stats easily just by scrolling, and these two things are very good. And also the rules. Now most platforms have hidden rules, like you don't know that they have big rule, and you have to know all the rules are mentioned on the website, and there is no any other rule other than the rules mentioned on the website. So this is I think very good and very excellent thing for traders to use this stuff.
Fantastic. All right, Abdul, I really appreciate you sharing your journey and insight with us today. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will keep in touch with you. And that was Abdul. To apply for your own funding and join Think Capital community, click the link in the description, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.